To use the features shown in this video, you will need to use EverWeb 4.1 or higher for macOS or Microsoft Windows. EverWeb easily lets you set a page background for the pages in your site. You can set a page background on a page-by-page basis, or set your page background in a master page, which is more efficient. In this example, we are going to set a page background for a regular page. Start by selecting the page that you want to add a page background to. Next, go to the Page Background section of the Page Settings tab in the Inspector window. The page background is what appears behind the content of your page. You can also set a browser background, as well as a page background if you want. For more information on setting the browser background, please check out our browser backgrounds video. There are 4 page background options to choose from: None, Color Fill, Gradient Fill, and Image Fill. Select None if you want to leave the page background as a solid white color. Use the Color Fill option from the drop-down menu if you want to set the page background as a single, solid color. Click on the color swatch to access your predefined document color swatches. Alternatively, use the color wheel to call up the color picker to select the color that you want. Use the Gradient Fill option when you want to smoothly transition 2 colors from one color to the other. First, choose the Gradient Fill option from the drop-down menu. Next, click on each of the color swatches or color wheels to select the colors you want to use. Once you have selected your 2 colors, you can modify the way you want the gradient to appear. For example, you can flip the order of the colors by clicking on the up-down arrow to the right of the colors. You can also change the direction of the gradient by toggling the horizontal and vertical arrow buttons. Alternatively, you can manually change the direction of the gradient by adjusting the gradient angle with the rotation dial, clicking on the up and down arrows, or by entering a value in the gradient field. You can add a shadow to the page background's vertical borders. Check the shadow box, then select the color and shadow size that you want to use. To view the shadow, use Preview or Publish your site. If you want to use an image for your page background, select Image Fill from the drop-down menu. Next, click on the Choose button. Select the image you want from the assets list. If your image is in a different location, click on the Choose option in the list. Navigate to the location of the image that you want, then click on the Open button to select it. Once your image has been set as the page background, you can set it to either Scale to Fit, Scale to Fill, Stretch, Original Size, Tile, Tile Horizontal, or Tile Vertical. The option you choose will depend on the image you have selected as your page background. Use the vertical and horizontal alignment buttons as appropriate to set the page background image in place. To fix the page background image in place, check the box Fixed Position. When you scroll the page, the background image will not scroll and will remain in place. You can also add a shadow border, which is set in the same way as for color fill. You can select the color of your shadow by using the color swatch or color wheel. Set how large you want the shadow to be by using the up-down arrows or by entering a value in the field. When applying the shadow option, use Preview to view the shadow that you have set. If your website uses a centered or left-aligned page layout, you can use both page and browser background options at the same time. If your website uses a responsive page layout, the page background also acts as the browser background, so these options are mutually exclusive. Therefore, if you are using a browser background, set the page background to None. You will only need to use the page background option in a responsive page if you want to set a gradient background.